Oh, you're coming out now?
What's she editing?
I was editing Dexter.
What do you guys suspect, or what do you guys know about what happened?
Police are speaking with 13-year-old Hunter and his twin brother Levi, and while they appear clueless now, one of them has just committed a gruesome murder.
We need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department.
I don't know what's going on. Neither do I.
As the weeks-long investigation continues, detectives discover that these are no ordinary boys. One of them has spent years obsessively researching serial killers like Ted Bundy. Now he believes he's executed the perfect murder and can outsmart police. But a series of childish mistakes would cause his violent fantasies to slowly come to light, leaving his family and the entire town in utter shock as the monster they feared turns out to be a 13-year-old boy.
Find that fool. Yes. And he needs to die.
It's not possible. There has to be someone who planted evidence. What happens now? He's only 13.
There's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
If it's a murder, then it would be a monster.
It's 2 a.m. in the small village of Fairfax, Ohio, and tonight, a 13-year-old boy decides this is the night he becomes a serial killer. For years, he's been obsessed with true crime content, and with his family preparing to move away the following week, he's finally ready to put everything he's learned into action. At 2:30 a.m., he slips out of his house and walks less than 10 feet to his neighbor's house next door. Once inside, the 13-year-old puts on a pair of gloves, something he learned on YouTube that would prevent him from leaving behind his DNA. He moves silently through the house before approaching the bedroom of an elderly woman. At 2:40, he begins strangling her, but despite months of preparation, he quickly realizes this will be far more difficult than he expected, because when the woman wakes up, she fights back, punching and brutally scratching the boy's face. But just minutes later, the woman is dead, killed at the hands of a little boy. At 3:15 a.m., he's back in his own bed, as if nothing ever happened. It's just past 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Many Fairfax residents are returning home from church when the Fairfax police receive a 911 call, unlike anything they've heard in years.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
3919 Germania. I think my sister's might have been murdered. It might be some blood. I don't know.
Okay.
She did not respond when I yelled at her.
All right, sir. I have help coming out there for her, okay? You know that
Okay, thank you.
Might want to harm her or anything like that?
Absolutely nobody.
On the line is 61-year-old Daryl Tenpenny, insisting his sister had been murdered, something almost unheard of in this area. Moments later, first responders arrive at the house, unaware they are not only walking into a carefully staged crime scene, but that the killer is still nearby, watching police's every move.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it out. We'll do confirmation stuff here.
Is this confirmed?
Hey, I don't know if he believes this has been murdered, so camera on.
It's always been on since I hit my wife's.
Hold. Rigger.
Just try to touch as least as you guys can. Do what you guys gotta do.
Yeah, no. So you have blood. Did he cover her up?
I don't know.
The dispatch said that he found her with a pillow over top of her. I don't know about
peroxide and cleaning chemicals?
That's different.
a lot of cleaning chemicals.
Pepto-Bismol.
She drank it?
I don't know.
Well, let me go. You want the monitor?
We have rigor.
On the bed lies 64-year-old Sheila Tenpenny, partially clothed and deceased for what appears to have been several hours. As officers continue to inspect the house, they notice nothing appears to be stolen, supporting their working theory that Sheila may have taken her own life. And with that assumption comes the first accidental success for the 13-year-old killer, convincing him he's already outsmarted the police. However, what officers spot next would flip this theory upside down.
It's just it's a female DOA on Germania. Just kind of odd, pillow over her face and some chemical
Hair
around the house.
underneath, blood and hair underneath her fingernails.
Blood splatter around the bed. The guy that found her said the door was open, and he said that he told the squad that he thinks she was murdered.
So
We'll get.
I don't see blood from her. So that might not be from her. So who knows? That's police work, man. I don't mean to overstep.
No, you're good.
Pills.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
While the blood and hair beneath Sheila's fingernails certainly raised suspicions, investigators still refuse to rule out the possibility of this being self-inflicted. But before they send Sheila's body for autopsy, there's still something that doesn't sit right with them. They're baffled by how certain the victim's brother, Daryl, seemed that his sister had been assaulted before paramedics had even suggested that possibility. And with that statement alone, he has unknowingly made himself their first suspect. So they decide to ask him a few questions.
How you doing, sir? Oh, I mean, obviously not great. I'm Officer Moore, Fairfax Police Department. When's the last time that you do you know? Yesterday. Do you know what time about, or did you talk to her, or is he here?
I seen her, and actually, 7:09 p.m. is the last message I got from her.
Was there anything? Was she struggling with anything?
No.
I mean, mentally, physically?
No.
Nothing at all?
No, she's pretty happy.
Okay, so you made a comment to these guys when they first got here that you thought, like,
She's laying on the bed with her legs spread, and it looked like there was blood, and her head had stuff on top of it, like someone tried to smother her, and she looked like they ripped her thing open, and I yelled at her, and I didn't see no movement from her whatsoever, and I just turned around and walked out.
Interestingly, Daryl never mentions performing CPR. And while police now know it likely wouldn't have saved Sheila, that's not something Daryl would have known for sure. And right here comes the second lucky break for the teen killer. Because every good murder needs a fall guy, and the police have just taken the bait with Daryl. Shortly afterwards, Daryl's interview wraps up, the scene is secured, and officers return to the station to await the autopsy results. But as investigators leave the house, they would overlook a crucial piece of evidence. Lying beneath Sheila Tenpenny's body was a men's wristwatch, a seemingly insignificant detail that would later become one of the key pieces of evidence used to solve the entire case. 1 week passes, and then comes the update investigators have been waiting for. The forensic and DNA results arrive, completely overturning their initial assumptions. Investigators determined that Sheila Tenpenny had suffered blunt force trauma to the head and neck before ultimately being strangled to death. But they also confirmed something crucial. Sheila had managed to fight back. On her hands and beneath her fingernails are traces of blood and tufts of hair, DNA belonging to an unknown male. With these disturbing findings, there is no longer any question. This is a homicide. So early Monday morning, officers returned to the neighborhood, going door to door in search of anyone Sheila may have wronged, and anyone with fresh defensive wounds. But in reality, the detectives couldn't be more off track. While the young killer quietly brags about the murder online, growing more confident by the hour, knowing the victim had absolutely no enemies. And as police begin surveying the neighborhood, they have no idea which interaction will bring them face to face with Sheila's killer.
So you're one of the trusted family members. What we're doing is getting elimination DNA from anybody we talk to, as long as you're willing. Thank you very much. And then how about your hand? Just let me double check your hands. I know you work with them on the other side. Yeah, that's great.
I can't believe they haven't got a lead or anything.
There's a lot going on, I'll say. So this is just part of the process.
Here's my card before I forget, in case you have anything else or need to reach out. I have email and phone numbers on there.
Find that fool.
Yes.
And he needs to die.
Yeah.
Capital punishment.
I wish we did that more often, to be honest with you. So.
I mean, if he gets out, he's going to do it again. You can't cure
you don't
that.
fix that. Yeah.
You don't fix that.
I agree. Okay, you're good there. I'm going to come up here soon. I know this is a pain in the ass, man, but I definitely appreciate it.
So you guys think this is a random thing? Or?
I want to say no. I do.
Well,
but
from what I've heard, the guy down in that new house over there and a couple others I've been out here having my cigarette.
Sure.
I hear, I think the brother did it and they're going to arrest him in a couple, 3 days. I'm like, what?
They think the brother did it, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Why? Any reason why they would think that?
I don't know.
Huh.
That's just speculation right now.
That's interesting.
After speaking with more than a dozen people, officers uncover a major new rumor. Many in the village suspect Sheila's own brother, Daryl, is responsible. With this as their only real lead, another team of officers led by Special Agent Richard Ward makes a surprise visit to Daryl's house, less than a mile away. And for the actual killer, the plan appears to be working even better than he imagined. Suspicion has successfully shifted onto Sheila's own family member, pulling detectives completely off his trail as they begin focusing in on Daryl.